Now I will discuss about research material and methods. Research methodology can be explained by two significant words. One is data and another one is techniques. Data is associated with materials and techniques is associated with methods. Research methodology is the specific procedure to identify, process and analyze data or information about the concerned research topic. Research methodology is foolproof master plan to clarify the method and process of data collection, mapping and analysis. Research methodology is a cumulative study of how research has been conducted scientifically. There is a little confusion about research method and methodology. The method which is adopted by the researcher for fulfill research called research methods. On the other hand, research methodology is a systematic way to solving research problem. Nature and character of research methodology. Validity and reliability of research can be identified through research methodology. Methodology is systematic as well as theoretical analysis of the method used to conduct a research. Research methodology indicates how a research would have been conducted. Methodology can be explained by research objectives. Most of geographical research is associated with qualitative and quantitative method using primary and secondary data. What are the questions is related to research methodology? There are several questions about research methodology. What are those? That is, the first question is what type of data is required? That is the data type. Who to collect data? That is the surveyor. Whom to collect data? That is the respondent. How to collect data? Data collection method. Where to collect data? Locations. When to collect data? Time of data collection. How to manage or rectify data? That is the data management techniques. And how to analyze data? That is the data analysis. Now, data collection method. There are 4 data collection methods. One is observational, another one is the experimental, third one is the simulation, and fourth one is the derived. Now, the content of research methodology. What are the content? What are research methodology or methods of data? That is, 1 is data collection, 2 is data processing, 3 is data analysis, 4 is cartographic representations, 5 is mapping, 6 is modeling. So 6 is the key point of data and methods, that is the research methodology. Now I will discuss one by one each content and their verification and importance. The first one is data collection. According to way of data collection, we can easily classify the data collection method and data in 2 types. One is primary and another one is secondary. There are several subtypes, subclassified area of or source of primary data collection method or primary data. What are those? That is from interview may be individual or group. Another primary data collection method, it is a survey, that may be online and offline. Third data collection method, that is the observation, that can be indirect or direct. The fourth data collection method, primary data collection method, that is the monitoring, like weather station, temperature monitoring, rainfall monitoring, relative humidity monitoring, pressure monitoring. Then in the tidal station, tidal height, tidal gauge monitoring, and the fluvial station, discharge gauge height monitoring. Next one is the sampling, primary data collection method, that is the sampling. And last one is the field measurement. The second classification of data collection or types of data or way of data collection, that is the secondary. Secondary data collection can be divided into 3 types, that is the geospatial, statistical and other. Geospatial data collection methods or geospatial data like raster data, vector data and attribute data. And what are the others? Others data collection, secondary source of data, that is from documents, that is from records, scientific articles, reports, case studies, thesis or dissertation, published maps, sketches, photographs, film or videos, documentary. Those all are the other source of secondary data collection. Now, what is the field measurement? Field measurement, there are several instruments has been used to measure the field, different aspect of field. That is, slope can be measured by the clinometer at this level, elevation can be measured by the altimeter, damping level, auto level, theodolite, total station instrument, peering can be measured by the prismatic compass, location can be measured by the GPS, then DGPS, soil properties can be measured by the soil pH meter, soil moisture meter, hydrological properties measured by the current meter, the echo sounder used for the depth, current meter used for the velocity, and the rock or surface soil resistance meter by resistance can be measured by the resistance meter. Now the variable, there are two variables, one is qualitative and another one is quantitative. What is the qualitative? That is the nominal, is related to name, and ordinal is rank, order, position. And what is the quantitative? That is the concrete, continuous and discrete. Now the sampling techniques. I am discussing about the primary data collection method. Okay, that is the sampling. That is, there are two types of sampling. One is probability sampling, that may be random, systematic, stratified cluster, and non-probability sampling. That may be convenience, that may be purposive. Purposive may be divided into two. That is quota sampling, and another one is a judgmental sampling. Now the number two content, that is data processing. Data processing can be divided into four types. One is editing, coding, laboratory experiment, classification, and tabulation. Laboratory experiment in geographical science is very crucial and important issue. We have four different types of lab, that is sedimentology lab. Through sedimentology lab, we can analyze the grain size of sediments. In the pedological lab, we can analyze the physical and chemical properties of the soil. In the cartographic map, we have done the mapping, and the geoinformatic maps, we can do some modeling and mapping. The third content, that is data analysis. Data analysis may be two in types. One is descriptive, another one is the statistical. Descriptive data analysis may be three in types. That is unidimensional, bivariate, multivariate. Descriptive unidimensional data analysis techniques is associated with measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion, measures of skewness and kurtosis, time series analysis, index number, composite index number, one-way ANOVA. Then descriptive bivariate data analysis, that is the simple regression, simple correlation, correlation coefficient, two-way ANOVA. And the multivariate descriptive data analysis techniques associated with the partial correlation, multiple regression, multi-ANOVA, factor analysis, cluster analysis, multiple discriminant analysis. The second data analysis techniques, major class, that is the statistical. Statistical data analysis techniques is associated with the estimation of parameter value and hypothesis testing. Estimation of parameter values is associated with the point estimation and interval estimation, and hypothesis testing is associated with the parametric and non-parametric. Now the component 4, that is the cartographic representation. Cartographic representation can be done by through two ways. One is cartograms, one is by cartograms, and another one is the graph. Now we can classify the cartogram into three divisions. One is one-dimensional cartogram, second is two-dimensional cartogram, and third one is three-dimensional cartogram. What are the one-dimensional cartograms? One-dimensional cartograms is vertical, that is the bar diagram, horizontal, that is also a bar diagram, dot by dot, and a prelude. Bar diagram further classified into two, that is the simple, compound, and composite. Now the two-dimensional cartograms. What are the two-dimensional cartograms? One is square, rectangle, triangle, circles. Square and circle may be divided into two. One is simple, divided, simple and divided. Now the three-dimensional. Three-dimensional can be further divided into two. One is cube and one is sphere. Now the second component of cartographic representation, that is graph. Graph may be, graph can be divided into four subclasses. What is the first one? First one is the biaxial, then triaxial, then third one is the multiaxial, and fourth one is the spatial. Biaxial graph, that is we can also know as line graph, can be classified into two. One is open and one is polygon. What are the open? What are the example of open? Open has the in simple open and a composite open. In the simple is the arithmetic, semi-log, log-log, exponential, linear, parabolic, and the composite open biaxial line graph, that is the polygraph and band graph. Now the polygon, biaxial line graph or polygon, like climograph, hydergraph. Now the triaxial graph. Triaxial graph is ternary graph, three-dimensional surface graph, that is the 3D surface. What are the multi-axial graph? Multi-axial graph is popular as a star graph. We are all known or familiar with the star diagram, is related to the weather map description. What are the multi-axial star graph? There are two types. One is circular, one is vector. And last one is the spatial. Spatial may be dispersion graph, that is the rainfall dispersion graph, and the ergo graph. Now the fifth component, that is the mapping. Before going to the discussion of the mapping, we need to discuss about the types of map. What are the types of map? There are four types of map. One is thematic, weather, topographic, and geology. What are the thematic maps? One is the choroplate map, chorochromatic map, choroschematic map, isoridhymic map, quantitative dot map, flow map, diagrammatic map, map showing cartograms, landform representative map, animated map. And the weather map being three types, that is the pre-monsoon, monsoon, and post-monsoon in Indian context. Now the topographical map. We can derive several maps from the topographic map, that is the contour map, broad physiographic division, drainage map, block diagram, and vegetation map. The fourth component of type of map, and the four types of map, is the geological map. Geological map can be divided into two different aspects, can be divided according to two different aspects. One is according to structure, that is the horizontal structure, uniclinal structure, folded structure, and quarter structure, and another aspect, that is the according to the age of deposition, that is the single series map, double series map, triple series map, and multiple series map. Now the mapping. Mapping can be classified into three, that is quantitative mapping, raster mapping, and vector mapping. What are the quantitative mapping? What are the example of quantitative mapping? That is the residual mapping, Z-score mapping, location quotient, Lorentz curve, Gini coefficient, mean center of population, accessibility mapping, population potentiality by gravity model, population projection, crop combination analysis, nearest neighbor analysis. What are the raster mapping? Raster mapping further can be divided into two. One is mapping from the Earth resource observation satellite data, that is LULC, land use land cover, band ratio, that is NDVI, normalized difference vegetation index, NDWI, normalized difference water index, LST, land surface temperature, VI, the vegetation index, and second one is the mapping from the elevation data, that is the depth morphometric analysis. Now the vector mapping. Vector mapping can be further divided into two. One is simple, another one is the network map. Simple map, what is the example of the simple map? That is the location, line, area, that is the simple map, simple vector mapping. And the network mapping, that is the road, railway, pipeline, electricity. Now the modeling. The sixth important component, that is the modeling. Modeling can be divided into three major aspects. One is general model, and the second one is the hazard model, and third one is the others. What are the general model? General model is associated with the groundwater modeling, geological modeling, geomorphological modeling, geotectonic modeling, urban modeling, SWOT analysis. What is the hazard modeling? Hazard modeling is associated with the flood modeling, soil erosion modeling, landslide risk zonation modeling, forest fire risk zonation modeling, tsunami vulnerability modeling, earthquake modeling, disaster risk reduction modeling, soil erosion modeling, desertification modeling. And what are the others modeling? Others modeling involves or associated with the flow model, digital surface model, that is the DSM, tectonic control modeling, that is the SL diagram, structural control modeling, that is the stream power index or topographic coordinate index. Those are some references. For further studies, you can go through these references.